Hey guys, so I'm coming to just document times in life when you feel like giving up, you feel like you're lost, you feel alone and insecure. I've recently just been turning back to my faith. I have gone through different waves of emotions towards God, like the why me's, the I can't endure this much pain. I don't know why he decided I could handle this. I'm in my bathroom right now because I don't want my son to hear me be down. And when I bought my house, the stupid fan is connected to this stupid light, so it's really loud, which I'm grateful for on days when I'm in the shower crying, in the bath crying, trying to figure out how I'm going to get out, because my legs hurt so bad and they shake a lot. Days when I'm scared to go downstairs and do laundry because I'm afraid I'm going to slip and fall. No one will hear me. No one will hear me. He's gone and he's at school, so I'm just going through a really, really sad time right now, and I have waves of depression. I have learned that depression is real. Depression is not something that's going to go away. Anxiety is something that's never going to go away for me. And I've recently been watching Demi Lovato's series on YouTube about her overdose and what she went through as being a child star, and family issues, dramas, stories, secrets, lies, truths. And it just makes me realize that I've always realized that people of her caliber can have issues, the same issues as the normal human day-to-day living paycheck to paycheck people have. She has the same problems. Only she can afford to seek the help, or not. She can seek the drug that she wanted to, and had the money to pay for it. Unlimited quantities if she wanted to. But it took her privilege in her near death of 3 strokes, 1 heart attack, failing kidneys, failing liver, overdose, to get her to get a realization on what God has given her and how she's supposed to recover from what's just happened, and how she's gonna help others that are in the same boat as she is, except she's a millionaire and we're not. I've never had a drug dependency problem. I can't say I've never had alcoholism. Alcoholism runs in my family. I had my son at 18, my freshman year of college, single mom. So for the first 5 or 6 years of his life, it was me going to college, getting my degree, getting work, moving out, and being on my own, and being a successful Black woman in America, raising a single son by herself. So when I got diagnosed with this disease, I said, okay, I've had boulders thrown at me my whole life. My father abandoned me. Some of my siblings have a relationship with him. I'm the oldest at almost 32. I have little siblings that I don't know. My mother had to raise me on her own. And that was tough. I was an only child by my mother. And I had to entertain myself a lot. I had to be on my own a lot because she had to work to provide for us. And I never, ever fault her for that. Still to this day, she's the hardest working woman I've ever met. She's the strongest woman I've ever met. She's the most resilient woman I've ever met and had in my life. And my grandmother is the same way. You know, we just come from a long line of hard-working ass women. And where are the hard-ass working men? Why is it us breaking our backs, thinking and staying up all hours of the night, trying to figure out how we're going to get this done, how we're going to do this for our kids? But somehow, by the grace of God, we end up getting it done and making sure that everything is okay for us and our family. I feel like that is the true definition of living life and being a powerful Black woman in America. And it's intimidating. It's intimidating. But when it's hard for you as a little girl to not know what kind of standards men come in, what kind of treatment you should have, how a father should treat their child, when you don't have that influence on you or pure love that, you know, in your own home. Yes, my mom loves me to death. Me and my mom are best friends. We've been best friends my entire life. Doesn't mean we had challenges. Doesn't mean that I didn't rebel. It doesn't mean that I, you know, tried to test the limits like any teenager. But we still found some way to make it work. We moved around a lot. I had to make new friends. I had to start over. And, you know, it was because she works for the state of Ohio. And when different mental facilities close, she has to go somewhere else. That's her training. That's her field. That's what she does. And it's sad that she has to drive far away from her work. From her family and her home to get to work every day. And she's always done it. She's done it for years. My grandmother did the same exact job. They worked together. I worked with them also as a teenager into my early adulthood before I got my college degree. But I think my depression is coming from a multitude of things. Number one, my uncle's overdose. I lost count of the day because I hate that day. It was February 2nd. I lost my grandfather on Christmas in high school. He was in Vegas. He died of pneumonia. That would have been my uncle, my mother's father. And that with chronic illness and chronic disease, being alone, still being a single mom, almost 13 years later, still no help, still kicking the shit out of life, yet life is fighting me back. And I'm tired. I'm so tired. And I know I'm depressed. I stay in my room. I stay in my bed. I keep my curtains drawn. Yes, I'm in therapy. Yes, I'm on medication. Yes, I try to do the best that I can. But it still doesn't, there is no cure. There's no cure for my mind, and there's no cure for my body. It's something that has to come from within. And faith and realization that either the Lord gave me this to make a statement, to put it out there of what happens to people like me. And be vocal about it. Yes, I don't have a wig on. I don't have a bra on. I'm in the bathroom. I got on the same t-shirt that I've had on for 3 days because I've been in the bed. I get up, I take my son to school, I answer some emails, I do some affiliate type things, I watch a little bit of YouTube or scroll through social media, take a nap, go get him, figure out what we're going to do for dinner, do dinner, maybe a little laundry. I might sweep, I might mop that day, might not. And I say my room, I say my bed. And this has been my routine because of the pandemic. Even prior to the pandemic, I don't have a wig on. I don't have makeup on. I'm just coming to you live from the Crohn's throne. If you don't know what that means, look it up or ask someone. And I've lost all my friends. You know, I used to be at the bars. I used to go out a lot. I used to drink my problems away. And I had fun doing it. I had fun being out in these streets with men. I liked enjoying my time with men after I finally let my son's father go and stop using me. I finally just went out and did what I wanted to do with whoever I wanted to do it with. And I thought some way that would satisfy me. Yet I still sit here alone. You know, I've had men leave me because of my illness. I've had men say they don't want me to talk about it. I've had men tell me that they don't need to know the details. I've had men just walk away. I've had men just, use me, and I've used them, honestly. But that doesn't negate the fact that I do want to find love one day. Maybe I won't. My mom's 52. She's alone. She's going through her own depression and anxiety now. She's had boyfriends just like I have. And I feel like I'm in the same boat as she is. I'm on the same path, except mine is thrown with multiple boulders of chronic pain, boom, arthritis, boom, single motherhood, boom, Crohn's disease, boom, surgeries, boom, loss, boom. It's just, I keep getting hit. I keep getting hit, and I keep getting hit. A new ailment, a new issue, a new medicine to add to the 15. Another needle poke, another stay, another scan. Just so that I can live another day. And I have no one to communicate this to except to my family, which I love. My grandmother and my mother, they listen to me. I can cry all hours of the night. I can call them. I can be pissed. I can be angry. I can be upset. I can just be sad. And talk to them about it. But it's nothing like having a person who's with you through this, who you can come home to and they can come home to, and you have that stability. And I've never had that. I've always dreamed of, they say the white picket fence, the American dream. Well, black people's American dream is a little bit different, seeing the state of America right now. But I just started saying, fuck it, I'm gonna make my own fucking dream. I mean, I've never needed a man up until this point that I'm thinking of the long term and the longevity. My son's going to move out soon. He's going to go do college or, figure out how to be an adult. It's not that far away. He's about to be 13 in July. And I'm going to be here, in this beautiful house I just bought. And I just don't want to be alone. But I also don't want to deal with the struggles of telling someone my story and what I go through, because I always had that fear of being rejected. I mean, my own dad didn't even come see me until he knew I was almost dying. And I was in a hospital bed with a tube down my nose, surgery on my abdomen, staples down my belly, losing my grandmother at the same time, my great-grandmother. And I've seen beautiful marriages between my mom's mom and her husband and my dad's parents. I just lost my grandmother from COVID on Halloween of last year. But they have 52 years. I'll probably never reach that point with someone now at 32. There's no way I'll reach that many years with someone. But I've seen love. I've seen commitment. I've seen what it means to work hard and to want the same goals and to still come home to your spouse. And my grandmothers do wifely things, and my grandfathers do manly things and work and provide for their families. I've seen that, on both sides. And I've always had faith in both sides. I was a church brat, okay? Church brat, okay? I was in the church day in and day out with my grandparents and my aunts because they had to watch me because my mom worked all the time. My dad was a piece of shit running around the city doing his drugs or whatever, what have you. I can tell you right now that my dad probably doesn't even know my phone number. Black men need to do better. And I've had my own daddy issues when it comes to my son's dad because I don't ever stop him from seeing him and doing what he needs to do for him. But I shouldn't have to ask you. You should know what shoe size he wears. You should know what shirts he wears. You should know what kind of food he likes. You should know how he's doing in school. You should know what he needs help on. You're too busy with your rap career from age of 13. We're about to be 32. His son's about to be 13. You know what I mean? And it's just my choices of men have been shit my entire life. And I'm not trying to blame my father for that. I'm not trying to blame my uncle's overdose for leading me down, to leaving me alone with no other male figures to help me with my son. But it is what it is. So now I sit here in my bathroom, contemplating my depression and telling you guys about it because I feel it's necessary with chronic illness. I feel it's necessary with mental health in the Black community. We are struggling right now. And some of us are winning. Some of us are winning big. Some of us are doing great things. Some of us are reaching the stars, you know what I mean? And it's like, where's my star? Look what I've done. Where's my come up? I stopped going to the church because there were some things that I didn't agree with. There's some things that I didn't like. There were some things that didn't align with what I was around my entire life. And I just don't like the pyramid of the church, if you know what I mean. As in the Black, either Pentecostal, Apostolic, Baptist, any of the Black churches. You know the pyramid I'm talking about. Where everybody is on a tier. Yet you give and you share, and those that are at the top are living life and living large. Yet the ones of us down here that are giving what we can give, or when we go through things, but nobody shows up, nobody calls, nobody cares. That's a problem for me. And I'm not going to continuously pay you because you tell me to, because God told you that that's what I need to do, when in all actuality, you live a better life than the whole congregation. That's an issue for me. Why can't everybody come up? Why can't everybody drive up to the church with a Benz and a Bentley? Why can't everybody have the nice 5-bedroom house, three baths and a pool in the garage? Where's that at for the people of the church? The ones who go for actual healing, for actual help, for actual faith, hard faith, that they are trudging through life and it's hard as hell, and they've turned to God because they've said, I can't do anything else but leave this to the Lord. And yet you still give them your last dime and you're still struggling, you're still broke, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. That is my issue. I've never seen them give back as far as buying homes for people, buying cars for people. I've never, maybe I've missed it. Maybe some places do. Here in Ohio, as far as my knowledge, as many churches as I've been a member of or been to, I've never seen it. Yeah, I've seen bike drives. Yeah, I've seen food, soup kitchens. I've seen giving stuff to the homeless. I've seen giving out little bags and helping out the homeless, but that doesn't help the homeless though. They still homeless and you have a home to go to, but we paying you. Huh? That's my issue. But that's neither here nor there. That's not a video I'm ready to go into today. That's a whole nother issue that burns me up. But I think I have a lot in common with other chronic illness and invisible illness fighters during this pandemic. We already felt isolated and alone. We already feel misunderstood. And now we sit in our bathrooms and we make YouTube videos about how fucking tired we are of fighting. How fucking tired we are of pain. Fucking tired we are of people not understanding. How fucking tired we are of trying to push through this. And we keep getting no answers. And we keep getting, you look fine. And we keep getting, well, we don't know why this is happening. And we keep getting, and we keep getting, and we keep getting. What is this for? You know, celebrities, they have the money, yet they still have worldly problems. Children that come from celebrities, they have the money, but they still have worldly problems. But when you push the religion thing, and people who are already rich are still getting more rich, plays on my mind. Plays on my mind because I feel like if I had the money, I would be able to have more help with my body and what's going on with it. And be able to spend that time with my son and go away and go visit here and there and travel with him and get the most out of life, because this disease will kill me. They don't foresee a cure in my lifetime. That's fine. You know, but I want to be able to afford for him to go to college. You know, when I was in high school, you know, I went to almost completely predominantly white high school. And me and my son's dad were going to go to prom. He asked me to prom. We were together. Of course, we were going to go together. Our whole group of friends, we had the same group of friends that we had had for years. So we're all going. And I remember, you know, the girls are getting their, you know, all the kids are getting their their Letterman's jackets, and they're getting these scholarships, and they're getting these opportunities to go to these huge colleges, and they're getting, you know, these class rings and pictures, and my mother's telling me it's prom or one of those things. Pick. So I went to prom. I have no Letterman's jacket. I have no senior pictures. I have no class ring. Yes, they're all little things, but there's still things that were a part of my life. Why? You know? When I have another person who helped make me rather spend his coin on getting high. Wow, that's powerful. And being in jail. And you act like it doesn't bother you because you're so used to them not being there that it's not even really a big issue because they've never been there. But you still feel that emptiness, like, what did I do? Why did you do this to me? Why aren't I enough? Why did you feel the need to choose your addiction over me? And it's a disease and it's an issue. I understand. I lost a whole entire uncle from this that we didn't even know was an addict. But now I'm trying to fill this hole. And I feel like it will never be full. It just won't be. And, you know, maybe that's my path. Maybe God said, here, I'm going to give you these, meaning multiple illnesses. I'm going to give them to you. And I'm going to have you fight this fight with this incurable disease. And I want you to tell them about it. Tell them about the little things that I've done for you. The little things that I was able to give you. You know, use a platform for good. Talk about the issues. Talk about it because you're going to be that someone that's going to be that someone's someone. Right? And I have to believe that. I have to believe that this life was given to me because I am strong enough to live it. Because of the lineage of strong, powerful women that I come from and God-fearing women that I come from. But I'm allowed to be down. I'm allowed to be depressed. I'm allowed to look at outsiders and see how it relates to my situation and the tragedies in my life that I've experienced. You know, this disease has taken a lot from me, but it's also given me a lot. And I can't go through the list with you right now because I'm exhausted and it's Friday night and I'm sitting in the bathroom talking about my life. But it will be in another video. But I just wanted to come to you raw, real, medicine-induced acne. I've always had beautiful skin. Hair's falling out from chemo. I'm tired. I'm in the bathroom. It is what it is. It's my life. So I just wanted to come on here and rant and rave, I guess, because I have no friends to talk to because all my friends were drinking friends and I stopped drinking because I started taking medication that can kill me if I drink. And it makes my illness worse. And they don't really care to follow up or call or check, so it's just me. So it's just y'all and me because everybody else is gone. They've been gone for a couple years now. And the pandemic pushed them even farther away from me, and that's fine. So I just got to thinking about these deaths of our children. And I'm ashamed to be an Ohioan right now. I'm ashamed. I am angry. I am sad. I am depressed. I am anxious. And I'm frustrated. And I'm just feeling feelings right now. And I just need you guys to just feel these feelings with me because I need you to. I need you to feel these deep feelings with me because it's just me and God at this point. You know? And maybe it's because of my years of not believing from what I had experienced with the church. And I don't know, maybe I was given this because I was disobedient. Maybe I was given this because I didn't believe. Maybe I was given this because I gave up. Maybe I was given this because He said, you know, you're done. You've done all the wrong things when I think I'm doing all the right things for me here in this worldly place. So, that's all. It's a 30-minute video. I guess I'll shut up now and finish up in here and go back to my bed, watch some more YouTube. But thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being here for me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.